Hi everyone, welcome to our last 4-week session of Winter Wonders. So we're going to take a 2-week break and then we'll come back for another 4-week session and we'll have some more stories and activities. So to get started, you need your scarf, so get that out of your bag if you haven't already. You need your egg shaker later. Okay, so let's put our song on. Let's see. There we go. We're going to get going, okay?
Shake your scarves.
Scarves up, scarves down. Shake your scarves all around. Scarves up, scarves down. Shake your scarves all around. Scarves in, scarves out. Shake your scarves all about. Scarves in, scarves out. Shake your scarves all about. Mind your knees, right knee, left knee. Shake your scarves, fancy free. Right knee, left knee, crossing over. Shake your scarves, fancy free. Right hand, left hand, shake your scarves with the band. Right hand, left hand, shake your scarves with the band. On your back, on your tummy, shake your scarves nice and funny. On your back, on your tummy, shake your scarves nice and funny. Scarves up, scarves down. Put your scarves on the ground. Get ready to clap. Good job, everybody. Turn that off for now. So today we're going to have some hug stories and maybe a Valentine story. And I want to thank Josiah for joining us today. He's new to our group, so welcome, Josiah. Our first story is Hug Machine, and it's written by Scott Campbell. A little boy who likes to hug. Do you like to hug? Whoa, here I come. I am the Hug Machine. I am very good at hugging, the best at hugging. No one can resist my unbelievable hugging. I am the Hug Machine. My hugs can calm people down. They cheer them up. They make them go completely nuts. I am the Hug Machine. I hug everything I see. No one escapes the Hug Machine. My hugs make the biggest feel small and the smallest feel big. I hug soft things, hard things, square things, long things. I am the Hug Machine. Oh, do you need a hug? I think you do. Hug accomplished. There is nothing the Hug Machine will not hug. What about me? I am so spiky. No one ever hugs me. Poor little porcupine. They are missing out. What about me? Surely I am too big for you to hug. Of course not. Not for the Hug Machine. People often ask what the Hug Machine eats to keep the hugging energy high. Well, the answer is pizza. The Hug Machine likes pizza very much. So does Miss Wendy. Refueled and ready for action. There goes hugging all over town. Hug, 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 hug. Hug. Phew. What a tiring day of hugging. The hug machine is exhausted. Hug machine can hug no more. Oh, why yes, you may hug the hug machine. Hug machine is always open for business. It's a nice huggable book. You might like to hug. You might not like to hug. I like to hug my family and friends. Some of my family don't like to hug, and that's okay. If you don't like to hug, you don't have to hug. You can tell people, no thank you. Shake your hand, wave. It's okay not to hug everybody, especially during these days, unfortunately. But if you want to hug your mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, that's a wonderful thing. So our first story is Colored Hearts. This paper, and you have 4 beautiful hearts. If you have a flannel board, that's good. You can stick them on. Otherwise, just spread them out in front of you. And when you hear that color and see the color, point it out and you can raise it up, okay? Use your eyes. Use your eyes. You can look and see. If you have a big red heart, show it now to me. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. You can look and see. If you have a big pink heart, looks kind of like the red one, show it now to me. It's a little bigger, different shade. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. You can look and see. If you have a big, what color? Purple heart, show it now to me. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. You can look and see. If you have a big blue heart, show it now to me. Here are your beautiful sparkly hearts. You can make up songs about the colors. You can look for other things in your house with those colors. I bet a lot of you have blue things in your house or red things in your house. We'll just put that down because you'll need your flannel board. If you have one, you'll need it again a little bit later. In the meantime, we're going to have another story. And this is Mr. Goats Valentines, written by Eve Bunting. She is one of my favorite children's authors. She's been writing books for many, many years, and she has some wonderful books out there that you can find at the library. Mr. Goat read the headline in the Goat News. Goat Times, February 14th. It's Valentine's Day. He dropped his newspaper, jumped up, got his wallet and his cell phone, and put on his bird's nest hat. I'm off to show my first love how much she means to me, he told his cat Beatrix. Meow, Beatrix said and yawned. On the way, Mr. Goat passed Miss Nanny Goat's weed stall. I'll have a mixed bouquet, Mr. Goat said. Crabgrass, pigweeds, and ragweeds in that nice rusty can. They are for my first love. She is fond of ragweed salad. She will like the can too, Miss Nanny Goat told him. Mr. Goat nodded. Cans are tasty with a sprinkle of salt. Those goats do eat anything. He'd only gone a few more steps when he smelled a delightful smell. Mr. Pygmy Little Goat had a stall under a tree. He was selling his delicious rotten eggs. He had opened one as a sample. It lay on his counter, black and oozing. Rotted for 2 years, he told Mr. Goat. Guaranteed foul and disgusting. Mr. Goat drooled. I'll take 4. 2 for my first love and 2 for me. We always share. He watched as Mr. Pygmy Little Goat arranged them in a red box and tied the box with a pretty red ribbon. Perfect, Mr. Goat said. They are so ripe I can smell them even through the shells. My first love and I will share the pretty red ribbon for dessert. He walked on, breathing in the delightful smell of rotten eggs with every step. You. Miss Skunk came by with her perfume cart. She sniffed hopefully. "What is that delicious smell?" she asked. "Rotten eggs," Mr. Goat said. Miss Skunk smiled. "They smelled like me. May I try one?" "Sorry," Mr. Goat wound his front legs around his egg box. "These are for my first love. It's Valentine's Day." Miss Skunk cocked her head. "Do you have a Valentine's card for her?" "No, I have presents." "Too bad. For Valentine's Day, you need a card." Miss Skunk sprayed Mr. Goat. "This is for you, Mr. Goat. You'll smell nice for her. Nice as your eggs. Happy Valentine's Day." "Thank you, Miss Skunk." Mr. Goat sat under a tree and thought hard. Perhaps Miss Skunk was right. "I do not have a card for my first love," he told himself, "but I will compose a song and serenade her." It was shady and cool under the tree. He sat thinking, and before long he had the words of a song. Hurrah! He straightened his bird's nest hat and hurried on. Soon he came to the house of his first love. "Oh," he thought, "I hope she's home. I should have called first." Mr. Goat burst into song. "When I was a little kid, it didn't matter what I did. If I climbed too high and fell, you'd kiss that hurt and make it well. You have loved me from the start. I love you with all my heart." The door opened, and there she was. "Happy Valentine's Day, Mother." It was a funny little Valentine story. So we'll have another flannel story, and it's about Valentines. You have some Valentines there. And your sheet, 6 little Valentines. So let's see. 6 little Valentines were sent to my house. The first one read, "I love you," from Mouse. Can you find your yellow Valentine? 5 little Valentines in my mailbox. The second one read, "Be mine, Love Fox." And there's a pink one. 4 little Valentines full of love. The third one read, "You are sweet," from Dove. It's a green. 3 little Valentines just for me. The fourth one read, "Be my honey, Love Bee." There's a purple. 2 little Valentines mailed with care. The fifth one read, "Here's a hug," from Bear. Nice blue one. 1 little Valentine from my friend Jay. This one read, "Happy Valentine's Day." It's a big, beautiful red one. Nice job, everybody. So I think it's time for our shaker egg song. Let's get that CD in there. The old switcheroo. And get your shaker egg out. We'll put the correct song on. And here we go. Shaking. Let's all shake our shaker eggs. Let's all shake our shaker eggs. Let's all shake our shaker eggs. Let's shake them all day long. Now let's all stomp our feet. Let's all stomp our feet. Let's all stomp our feet. Let's stomp them all day long. Now let's all jump up and down. Let's all jump up and down. Let's all jump up and down. Let's up and down all day long. Shake your shakers up high. Shake your shakers down low. Shake your shakers real fast. Shake your shakers real slow. Shake your shakers real loud. Shake your shakers real low. Just shake them all day long. Let's all shake our shaker eggs. Let's all shake our shaker
feet. Let's stomp them all day long. Now let's all jump up and down. Let's all jump up and down. Let's all jump up and down. Let's up and down all day long. Shakers up high. Shakers down low. Shakers real fast. Shakers real slow. Shakers real loud. Shakers real low. Shake them all day long. Let's all shake our shaker eggs. Let's all shake our shaker eggs. Let's all shake our shaker eggs. Let's shake them all day long. Now let's all shake our bodies. Let's all shake our bodies. Let's all shake our bodies. Let's shake them all day long. Let's shake them all day long. Let's shake them all day long.
Good job.
Great shaking, boys and girls. But you
Right.
gotta hold on tight to your eggs.
Okay, we have one more story, and this one is called While We Can Hug. It's by Ian McLaughlin, and it's about what we're doing today where we cannot hug each other. Let's find out. So for all those who cannot hug and touch and love right now. Hedgehog and Tortoise were the best of friends. They wanted to give each other a great big hug, but they weren't allowed to touch. Don't worry, said Owl. There are lots of ways to show someone you love them. I was right. Hedgehog tried a wave. That made Tortoise smile. Tortoise made a funny face. That made Hedgehog laugh. You make a funny face, make it mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, or brother or sister. Hedgehog wrote a letter, and Tortoise wrote one back. So it's so nice to get letters in the mail. And when Tortoise did a little dance, Hedgehog joined in too. Hedgehog blew a kiss across the gap between them. Tortoise saw it, caught it, and kept it. And sent 3 back again. Tortoise sang a song. Hedgehog played along. Then they both painted pictures so that everyone would know that they were friends. Through rain and shine. Oopsie. They could not touch. They could not hug. But they both knew that they were loved. And that's so very true. While we cannot hug our friends and family members far away, we know we love each other and they love us. So maybe today give mom and dad an extra hug. Okay, the rest of your bag, you have your crib kit for this week. There's a big doily, a foam heart, and a bag with tons and tons of little hearts. So you can decorate your Valentine however you would like to. And there's even leftovers that you can probably make some cards, okay? This is how I did mine, but you can do yours however you want. And you should still have glue left from your previous projects, okay? And the final things in your bag, bibliographies about hugs and kisses, not necessarily about Valentine's Day, but hugs and kisses. Mom and dad can look through this and see if there's any books that they would like to place on hold. Hopefully starting next week, you'll be able to come into the library and pick those books out yourself. And the recipe this week is a strawberry pretzel crunch. Absolutely yummy scrummy. Crushed pretzels, jello, strawberries, whipped cream. It's so delicious. Hopefully you'll try it. If you do, let me know if you like it. Okay, we're gonna do our final song. So we need to do the old switcheroo again of our CDs. Let's see, take that one out. Pop our scarf one in. Mr. Corky's been sitting behind me. Mr. Corky's my cat, if you don't know. He's been sitting behind me in the chair all this time. I know Dean loves seeing Corky. And Eliza, Corky says hi to Charlotte. Whoopsie, there's the egg. So let's do our final song. Are you ready?
Scarves up and down and around. The scarves are softly flowing, left, right, left. The scarves are softly flowing, left, right, left. Up and down and around, up and down and around, up and down, up and down, up and down and around. The scarves are softly floating, release them up in the air. Catch, the scarves are softly floating, release them up in the air. Catch, up and down and around, up and down and around, up and down, up and down, up and down and around. Release them up in the air. Watch them float to the ground. Release them up in the air. Watch them float to the ground. Sing it. Up and down and around, up and down and around, up and down, up and down, up and down and around. The scarves are softly flowing, left, right, left. The scarves are softly flowing, left, right, left. Up and down and around, up and down and around, up and down, up and down, up and down and around. The scarves are softly floating, release them up in the air. Catch, the scarves are softly floating, release them up in the air. Catch, up and down and around, up and down and around, up and down, up and down, up and down and around. Release them up in the air. Watch them float to the ground. Release them up in the air. Watch them float to the ground. Up and down and around, up and down and around, up and down, up and down, up and down and around, up and down, up and down, up and down and around.
Well, that's it, my little friends. Thanks for joining me for these last 4 weeks. Hope to be with you again in a couple of weeks' time. Until then, be safe, bundle up when you go outside, as I thought we'd have more snow, and there is snow out there, so bundle up, stay warm, and listen to Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa, because they do love you, and they only want the best for you. Until then, take care, happy Valentine's Day, and hopefully we'll see you in your library soon. Bye-bye.